Good morning everyone, this is Sanjana. I am from BTech CSC AIDS branch. So today my topic is OS. OS is nothing but operating system. So operating system is a software which behaves as an interface between user and the hardware. This means when we need to interact with the system's hardware, we need a software package. So that software package is nothing but the operating system. So this operating system manages the computer hardware, software hardware by using the services like run and execution programs. So here is a flow chart which we can understand the operating system effectively. So there are n number of users, user 1, user 2 and user n. So this is the software package, nothing but operating system. So and this is the hardware. So why do we call interface between the user and hardware? Because this software helps us to interact with the hardware like CPU, input outputs and RAMs. So what will happen if there is no software system? So if there is no software system, we have to interact directly to hardware. So we can't interact directly to the hardware. We can interact, but we need to write a specific program. So to interact with the hardware, we need to write specific program, and this program is very complex. And sometimes this program can be differ with the architecture of a CPU, input, output and RAM. So every CPU architecture is not same. So the program will definitely differ. So understanding this hardware will become more complex. So by using operating system, we can easily interact with the hardware, and writing this program may include problems like okay. Now, how these operating system interact with the hardware by some of the operations. So we will learn about operating functions. OS functions. So there are many types of functions to maintain the operating system. So firstly we will discuss about memory management. So this memory management allocates and deallocates the program space. So this is used to allocate the program space, or this is used to deallocate the program's memory. So next, this memory is divided into two types. One is primary and another one is secondary. So primary memories include RAM and ROM, and these include CPU, input output functions, etc. So this memory management mainly prefers to primary memory. Okay, this mainly allocates into the RAM. So this is the functionality of memory management. Secondly, we will learn about the device management. Device management is used to control the input output uses. So if for example this the hardware CPU uses more input output for various functions. So to implement these input output functions, uses of these input output functions, we use device management. So the sources for every hardware, they should be equally distributed, right? So for this we use device management. So device management can be used in various purposes, like by using keyboard, mouse, USB, printer, based on their performance. This is about the device management. Next we will learn about the file management. So this file management helps in the storage of data, retrieving the data, or deleting the data, or creating the data. So for all those we use the file management function. So mainly purposes is used to manage the data. Main purpose of this manage, storage, retrieve, and to manipulate the data. So we use file management function. So one more important function is booting of computer. So this is very important. So booting of computer. This is very